Hey everyone, Scott J. from Crucible Custom Props, Norfolk's Lab, and all the forums here. So today we have the Return of the Jedi Leia Blaster replica from the Blaster Factory. This was a long time coming. The regular New Hope Leia was done quite a while ago, but it was just a retooling to make the different parts for the sight, the long sight, the flared slide stop, and the flat, the slides have been done, I think, for some time. There have been the flat version, which is on the Return of the Jedi, and the flared version, which is on the New Hope. So that's the two major differences between the two Margolin differences, as the sight is longer, the flared stop, and the non-flared slide. Now, special thanks to Chris Travis and Chris Reif, who did provide photos of one of their original I don't know if it's screen used, but production made or cast from screen used Margolin Leia Return of the Jedi's. So I could help Chris get the accurate shape and dimensions and everything of the flash hider. Other than that, the bumpers, these are pretty good. These are 3D printed, but it's a pretty accurate measurement to the bumpers, whatever that was. And of course, real Tomtit cylinders. So these Tomtit cylinders are probably the biggest pain in the butt of the whole build, aside from just, the mechanics and making everything work smooth, which it does. You'll see everything still works here just fine. But the Tomtit cylinders are a pain because if you get these, so what happens is when Chris drills them out for A New Hope, he drills them that large, the whole width of this thing, which is this original hole, which fits fine on the A New Hope. But when you use that for the Return of the Jedi, which is the first one I did, it's just, there's too much space, and the barrel sits kind of like up here where my pinky does, and there's a lot of space there for it to just move around. So that doesn't work very well on this. But on this one, so what I did for these, the second attempt and the third, this is a proof of concept for Chris to do, is I used an end mill and took two full ones and then milled the hole off center so it's kind of flush with the top here, and then on both sides. This one gets just a hole milled and then a slot for the retainer here to go into, because that's how the real prop is. And this one's kind of a pain in the butt because it's kind of halved this way, and then it's more than half of it cut off this way. So, but there's a tiny little bit of the milled section left, as you might be able to see there, to where it just sits on top of that barrel perfectly. And this is a friction fit, so it's not, this one's can move, but it's not really going to move unless you're messing with it. But this way it'll sit in the right spot. So that's the biggest pain in the butt about this, is just getting that done. And don't use a drill, you want to use a mill, because if you use a drill, it's going to walk and move, and that's going to suck. So hopefully Chris will be able to make these ahead of time for the kits. I'm not quite sure how he's going to manage that, but it's really important for how it sits. And as you see here, there's a gap between where the slide goes and the Tomtit cylinder touches. That's just how it is. The original prop has that too. But the cast ones are filled with resin, of course, but the original prop, you can even see the indentation still, how that was there. But that's how it was, because the slide just doesn't sit flush up against the Tomtit cylinder or the end of the frame. It just doesn't. So, yeah, but this is accurate. That's how it's supposed to look. So, yeah, this is it, guys. So this is the all-aluminum Margolin replica Leia Return of the Jedi blaster. And it does all the things. Pretty cool. Oh, I did flame blue this because it's a steel piece. Just for fun. I thought it would add a little bit of detail to be flame blued instead of just black. But that's it, guys. Thanks for watching.